We're gonna do this one. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tuesday night, August 13th, 2024, and I got a sound coming across. And we're gonna play D&D tonight, Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. We've got one player making his way. He's gonna be a little bit late, so we're gonna drag our feet a couple of minutes and get caught up. But well, let's say hi to everybody. What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I didn't check sound. Let's see what it sounds like. I can hear myself. Somebody else say
That's that
something.
checky.
Say something.
Testes 1, 2.
Three.
Hello.
I think your volume's a little low.
Who?
The players. I'm gonna turn you up a little bit.
Oh,
All of us?
Yeah, yeah.
We can all just
Sven.
talk louder.
Test,
I
test.
left. I left this stuff in here from last time you ran this character, Sven.
Crank up the
All
OBS.
right, there we go.
Appearance: Grimfoot is built like second grader under the loincloth.
I saw that.
And I left that. I just happened to plug
Presume
me
it's
in.
me.
Yeah,
Has
right.
hand drawn nude
Corby,
pictures of
no.
Javelda and
What's
Kurokina.
what's
Now, who
happening?
else would write crap like that on?
Wait, is that Rokina
Wait,
without
let's.
fur?
I'm
Or.
gonna I'm gonna switch
Oh,
over
she's
to the
all
table.
shaved.
Where's it's
I didn't go there. I'm
it's
sorry.
on your notes tab, right? Yeah, here it is. Grimfoot is built like a second grader under the loincloth. See what happens is if you miss your session and somebody plays your character, they leave little tidbits
Little
behind.
things in your inventory or
They
Easter
something
find
eggs.
like
later.
that.
What's that?
Yeah, I leave
Easter eggs.
Yeah,
Easter
Easter
eggs.
eggs. Yeah, that's a good term. All right, so last session when we left off, you guys were at the Tezer Pool, a Vistani encampment outside of um, the village of Barovia. Um, just like 3 4 miles. But travel in Barovia is dangerous, so you guys are on alert. You're careful of making too much noise, all that jazz. But you made your way up here, and they were partying down. You guys hung out with them for several hours. Some of you, if your characters drink, then there was wine to be had. Actually, um, some of the more observant characters might have noticed that the wine that or some of the wine that the Vistani were drinking were not from Barovia. If especially like people who are interested in characters who are interested in that kind of stuff. Some of you
But
just get
I
drunk, right? You don't
think
care.
I think our
Yeah.
characters already knew that the Vistani were the only ones allowed to come and go. I think, or is it just our players that know that?
I
I
think we
think
knew that.
I think your
I think the
characters know
characters know
that.
that.
Yeah, yeah. And no one really trusts them. No one trusts them.
Hey, I got the stink eye curse on me, the evil eye,
Yeah,
and
everyone
I
knows
need
it
to
too. All of
I
us
need
down
to
know it. They're like, "Oh, you have evil
I need
eye."
this I need this gone. I feel so weak.
Yeah, they're like, "The only one that can help you here is Madame Eva,
Where is
and I
Madame
doubt
Eva?
she's going to remove a Vistani curse." They all point to the tent that we guys, when we left off, said that you guys were going to go into the tent finally. But I'm going to let you guys think on just 1 second about information that your characters would have given up to the Vistani about the party, and or information that your characters may have wanted to gain hanging around with the Vistani for a few hours, right? Any kind of information you're trying to drink out of them, if at all. And then we can jump into getting into speaking with Madame Eva. So everybody settled in. You got your characters dotted let's start off tonight with Marbania. Introduce your character, and then on that topic, let's see if there's a question that Grimfoot might have have tried to gain from this Vistani, or if or other things. You know, you spent 4 hours with him, so
Right. Well, Grimfoot, being a Goliath who was tossed from his clan and ended up on the doorstep of some nomads, up in the northern, up by the spine of the world. He he's used to traveling, for a living and moving from place to place. Now these people's uh, methods are a little, they're having fun. The barbarian camps, it's a lot of work going on most of the time. But these folks are having fun. So he just wants to learn all about the people themselves, and if it's really cold where they come from, like where he comes from and stuff. And by the way, the introduction: Grimfoot is a Goliath. He was born with a deformed foot, a club foot, and has a bit of a limp, but it doesn't really stop him from getting around too much. Um, he's compensated all of his life. So, uh,
he's eight
and
foot
he was
tall.
8 foot tall, yeah. And he, as a result of being born the way he was, is people who find that only the strong survive, and his people by blood anyway. Um, that they tossed him to the wilderness, and he was found by some barbarians of the one of the Uthgard clans of the Uthgard tribe up in the north, and that's Grimfoot. And he's a barbarian. He's a really nice guy.
Cool. Well, the Vistani, on the topic of Grimfoot asking about where they're from and weather and all that, they tell you that depends on where they traveled to as to the weather. You get the understanding that they have the ability not only to travel to your world, but other worlds. Oh, other lands, they call it. And they also might have mentioned different domains that um, are in the Shadowfell, they would call it. So next up is Matakari. What's up, man?
Hey everybody. Sorry we're late because of me. Um, so I am playing Javelda, who is a not terribly old, small little half dwarf, half gnome lady who is very intelligent and very awkward in social situations. Um, and she is a wizard and a harper to boot. Um, she, in spending her time with the Vistani, would be really curious about the mechanisms that they use to get in and out of this area. Specifically, if it's something that they do as a nature of them being Vistani, then she's really curious if it can become possible to be like adopted as a Vistani and then thereby ultimately be able to travel back and forth because she thinks that's would be really useful to have now and in the future.
Nice. Well, with her high charisma and
Extremely high charisma.
massive insight, she
She makes a lot of enemies.
she finds out that there's actually a magical potion that protects from the effects of the mist that the Vistani can make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They called wine. You get drunk enough, you can pass through the mist.
No. That she actually thinks if she had enough, I mean, very expensive, but if she had a lot of gold, couple of 300 gold or so, she thinks she could buy one from one of these
Awesome.
Vistanis. But you guys don't have near that much. I mean, maybe I don't even know, as a party. But
Doubt it.
anyways, she doesn't do that tonight. Valtrix, what's up, man?
All right. So, yeah, I'm playing Rost. He is a cleric of Angaroth, who is normally an elven deity, but he um, followed a girl there essentially, and yeah, just went into the priesthood, trying to win her affections, but it didn't work out. So now he finds himself here with this party. He is the party's chef. He grew up with his mother teaching him cooking, and has carried that on throughout his life. And so with that, he's not going to ask about these some of these bigger questions, like Matakiri's character did. He's going to ask these guys where to get some good like food. Like at some point, they probably serve us, give us some food, some meat or maybe some stew with meat in it. Like what are these guys eating and where can we get it?
Excellent. Are you actually looking to acquire some of their food, or are you trying to find a location in Barovia that might have good food?
Oh man, as a chef, I'm looking for more where I can source ingredients. So if they don't mind parting with some, I would definitely take some from them. Otherwise, where I can acquire them myself.
They agree that they will discuss the opportunity of you acquiring some special spices that they might have after your meeting with Madame Eva.
Okay,
Because if she
we'll see how
throws you
that
out of
goes.
camp, they're not going to do it, right?
Fair
Or if you
enough.
guys kill her, whatever. So, but they think it's a good idea that if you're interested, that you should go forth into Barovia with spices because the Barovians don't carry many. um, Sven.
Ralkina is a urban tabaxi. Grew up with her family in the city. They are also urban tabaxi, going back several generations. So she was always curious to see all these different people and the travelers as they were coming in and out of the city, different races. I was always wanted to get out of the city, learn more. So she became a ranger, and so she was still close to home, but she would venture out and help rescue people and give tours and help mages protect them as they go and tell them where to get their spell components, stuff like that. And then now that she's in Barovia, she's way over her head, just wants to get back home, hates it here. And that is her focus as she's talking to these Berthani, who she's heard can travel back and forth. How can she become a member of the Berthani, which will then allow her to go back and forth? Um, is there any way that they could stick her in a barrel and take her to back? She's just seeing if there's any way they know of for her to get back.
Oh, they definitely tell you that there are ways to leave Barovia. But the only person that can help you with that answer is in the tent over there, Madame Eva.
Okay.
Because she knows all. She sees the future. Um, Caesar.
Hey there, Caesar. He's playing Sir Destroy. He's a human paladin, um, follower of Torm, and a member of the Order of Gauntlet. Um, and he's neutral good, so this dark, dreary place where he's already encountered some ghosts and spirits and things like that, he's really wanting to try to find out why the sun never shines. Why is it always so dark and dreary and ominous around these parts?
from
Because it
the
really freaks him out.
from the Vistani. The Vistani will tell you because that is the will of Lord Strahd. If he wills it to be dark, it's dark. If he wills it to be no sun, there's no sun. He wills the weather. I am the land. I am. What were they chanting? Remember?
Oh yeah.
The
Well,
Vistani even believe some of that.
he's not liking this guy Strahd very much.
But you guys, what am I from frickin' Jersey? You guys, um, eventually are allowed to go see Madame Eva. It's very, very early in the morning. Like the sun is probably going to be coming up in an hour or so. By the time the festivities die down and you guys get ready to go in and see her, um, they tell you that you can bring your gear inside the tent. There's room in there to store it so you can watch it because most of the rest of the Vistani are like passed out. They're like sleeping. There's still a little bit of music playing but remember the image that I showed you guys last session that I found that's pretty nice. So you guys are at this pool, right? Where the river kind of flows into or out of that was south of you. So you're take that away from you guys. So you guys can go into the tent and have a seat at Madame Eva's table here. And when you go in, she's inside. She's a very, very old woman, a Vistani woman. And let's see. Did they give me a image of? Yeah, there's an image of her. Let me stop this music here. Is a horse going by? What the hell? Stop. Oh, you gotta accept the stop all button. Do we have a? Yeah, I gotta get invoiced. Yes. Let's see. Let's make sure I got it right. Let's see. How was that? Was that good?
Very nice.
so, so the inside of this. Where's Madame Eva at? Where's she at? She's right there. She's right
Over
there.
my shoulder.
She's right there. I'm opening her NPC sheet so I can show you her image. No, not that button. What? Somehow I have no image of her.
It's on the cover. She's on the cover.
They may have updated to a WebP and then missed that link. Trying to point to a JPEG or something.
A JFEG.
No way,
JPEG.
there's no image of her. Wait, images. MADA. Madame. There's no image of her.
That's her over my shoulder right there.
Well, that's crazy.
One of the main characters in the campaign, and they don't have an image of her. Something sounds wrong. I'm looking in the assets.
You gotta have one.
Yeah, I got one in the assets that I might have put in here, but all right. All right, so here she is. I don't know why she's not on her NPC sheet. But she is now, forever and ever until I reset this module, and then. But I don't care. I don't care. Or somebody does it
Well,
accidentally. That's happened.
wouldn't it be for Eva and Eva?
Eva and Eva.
Oh my gosh.
Right. All right. So you guys come into the tent, and she says to you,
Yeah, yes. Come in, come in. I have been waiting for you.
Smells like Ben Gay.
"Mothballs and Ben Gay." Yeah.
Shouldn't she have known when we were coming in, so she wouldn't be waiting?
No,
She's not very good.
she's points out that she has been waiting on you, and
She says, but come in anyways.
she says, "Oh, you guys see magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depth. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds.
At last you have arrived.
Cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips." I found that specifically. And she speaks the name of each party member and makes some reference to that individual's past deeds.
She says, Ah, Grimfoot Thunder Song. A cast out of the Youth God tribe. Come in, have a seat. Ah, Javelda, the daughter of a dwarven father and the Domish mother. Rost, the follower of Angaroth and member of the Lord's Alliance. Relkinia, the wandering Fae Tabaxi, and member of the Emerald Enclave. Excuse me. And Sir Chan Destroy.
She's allergic to cats.
A, yeah, I need to take my antihistamine. A paladin of Torm and a member of the Order of Gauntlet. You are welcome to join at my table. Would you all care for your fortunes read by Madame Eva?
Is that like the wise women who cast the bones?
No, there are no bones being rolled at my table. I use a tarot deck.
And she pulls up a deck of cards. And
She says, your fortunes are told on these 54 cards.
I think that's right. I think that's 50. Just say no and leave. That's cool. I like that.
No, man, I'm not. No, Grimfoot, he kind of likes these folks. They had a good time last night. His head hurts a little bit today from drinking all that wine. But he finds them fun, and he wouldn't want to offend them.
Well, she says, well, if you would have a seat at the table instead of wandering around outside, I can tell your fortunes.
What will the cards tell us?
I can't find the intent.
These cards are going to tell you your fortunes in Barovia. Things that you will need to accomplish your goal, is it not to leave?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well then, the only way you're going to be able to leave is you must defeat Strahd. And there are some powerful treasures that you need. Perhaps other things in the card will reveal themselves. And she shuffles the cards a little.
So how many rounds of adventurers have come through and been told this spiel to kill Strahd and go collect treasures, and then we're what, 56th on the list?
Oh, 56 on the list. Everything's about math to you, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
Then 56 it is. And she says, is that one a week, one a month, or one a year? I'd have to say at least 4 or 5 times a year does this happen. And I am old, so how old do you
And
expect me to be?
how many have actually defeated Strahd?
Nah. So far, some have come close. Some have come very close. But maybe their treasures weren't as convenient for them.
Well,
All right,
wait, I
enough
thought.
talk. Enough talk. Grim starts moving you guys out of the way as he squeezes down into this tent, and he comes up and he pulls up this little bitty stool and he looks at it like he's going to sit on it. And then he just tosses it to the side and he sits
No.
down on the ground.
Flip it
You,
upside down
you
before
don't
you sit down.
understand when you go inside this tent. It's quite roomy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a
Looks
little
pretty
tent.
small in here.
Yeah, it's pretty small in here, but I didn't want to drag you guys to another map and do all that. But the inside of this
That's
tent
cool.
is quite roomy. You don't feel cramped at all in here. Actually, you're like, this is kind of comfortable.
So tell me how Relkina is going to banish this demon Strahd.
She
Well,
says,
wait, hold on a sec. I thought you had some sort of ally with Strahd. Why are you helping us?
Strahd is not an. He doesn't consider me an ally at all. However, he does command things from me from time to time. The Vistani as well. Go here and fetch us this and bring us back that. But for the most part, he lets us go on our own. But I don't leave. I stay.
Kind of sounds like she works with Strahd to make sure he has some fun and sport. Make sure we're not just going to get
food.
pushed over too easy.
Yeah.
We're not here to talk about my future. We're here to talk about yours.
Good point. All right, get to it.
Yeah, all right.
Draw a card. Any card.
Hold on. There's a whole little thing I'm supposed to.
Oh
I
yeah,
did
there's science behind this shit. Yeah.
I did a thing and I did a picture.
You have to
but
say
where
how
put
many
it?
cards you're going to draw from the deck before you draw. And then once you draw, the effect takes place.
No, I don't think it's a deck of many things.
Yeah. Where's the? I had a map. There's a. Oh, maybe it's in the reference manual. Hold on, let me go to the reference manual. I had the story entry linked. I know they're supposed to be the same somehow, but I don't think they always are yet. Church cemetery. Where are you guys at? No, you're not in the castle. No, you're not. Oh.
It's not in any kind of.
She says, hold on, this stupid deck of cards has Coca-Cola spilled on it. I have to clean it off.
She's having a hard time getting the cellophane off of it.
Yeah. It's like these new cards.
Where the hell is this stupid encounter at?
They're all stiff. She tries to shuffle them. And 50
She's got like arthritis and shit. She's trying to shuffle up. You guys are like watching her.
She don't have one of them Las Vegas things where they just stick it in there and it disappears under the table and comes up with a new deck.
All right. I'm gonna send you guys a little map. All right, so you guys sit down at the table. There's the crystal ball on the table. It's doing its doing its crystal ball thing. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's like a lava lamp kind of. And she says, let's see, how does this card reading go? There's actually a really cool template that Zacchaeus made to do this. So there's common deck cards, and high deck cards, right? So she's going to deal you guys 3 common deck cards and 2 high cards. The 3 common deck cards represent treasures that you guys can discover in Barovia and use against the fight with Strahd or your mission with Strahd, right? These are items that would be helpful for an adventuring party. And then the 2 high cards are going to be, they're different things, but they're usually help in other ways. So she says, and she shuffles the cards a couple more times, and she says,
Your fortunes will lie on the table.
and she flips over the first card.
You're having too much fun, Drake.
I know, right? I set some of this stuff up, so it's she flips over the first card, and she says,
Ah, the 1 of coins.
right? Is that 1 of coins? No, she says,
No.
Ah, the 6.
no, that's not the 1 of coins. The 1 of
The one of-
swords. Yeah, the 1 of swords. It's right there. Durr.
Yeah, so
Translate.
The Avenger, the 1 of swords, she says. Ah, this tells of an item that.
And you can see like a blurry kind of image appears in the crystal ball, right? As she's describing it. And she says,
Ah, there is a tome that Strahd has kept over the years that has information in it that would be useful for you.
excuse me 1 second. I make fun of Matakiri
Something
talking like
useful
that.
Yeah.
So is this
useful
is
like
this
spells or useful like
She says
Or
information,
history,
notes, personal notes that he has written. These are Lord
love letters he wrote to you?
Strahd's personal note. It's not a diary, but she says you must find this book and
She says
Your book looks a little waterlogged.
it's in the crystal ball, right? It's all blurry.
says this book is
Hold on, I have a little handy thing that I made.
Don't let him bully you. You should keep the effect on there.
she says this card
The rest of us are immersed in the story.
She says, there, I turned it off. Oh, wait, the wrong one. She says,
this card tells of history, knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. This treasure lies in a dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted. Don't worry, I am a good DM, and I made those notes for you by giving
Oh well,
you,
thank you. You seen me typing like a madman,
yeah,
didn't you?
and giving you a handy little thing called a quest with all that on there. I tell you what, the quests are the bomb dilly bomb now, right? Because I have all my crap in the GM notes. I have the card reading and Madame Eva, where the treasure's at, and what room it's in, and everything right there pinned to the quest, ready to go. So in 6 months, when you guys go looking for this thing, we don't have to try to figure out
What are you talking about?
What the hell?
What was that? Yeah.
So the Avenger card, One of Swords. She says,
Ah, the next card.
I'm gonna close the main map too. I got a lot of stuff going on here.
She says, ah, the next card is.
She flips over another card.
And she says, ah, the six of coins, the beggar. She says, oh, this is a
Where's
the note. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope.
and in the crystal ball, she like hovers her crooked, wrinkly hands over it, and then an image comes up on the inside the crystal ball, and she says,
It's a holy symbol of a raven kind.
and she says,
A wounded elf has what you seek. He will part with this. He will part with the treasure to see his dark dreams fulfilled.
um,
That'll be
and
Javelda's job to fulfill his dreams.
right.
We'll wait outside the tent.
He's gonna be mighty disappointed.
So that is the beggar card, 6 of coins. There's a quest for you. Oh, I don't. Did I share the beggar image with you guys?
No.
Oh, there you go. The beggar.
Sounds weird. Every time you share an image, all my images pop back up that are minimized.
Yeah, it does weird stuff to like which window's on top and stuff.
Yeah.
There was an update today. You're not supposed to do the update on the day you're playing. You gotta work the bugs out. But so far,
I'm not having that issue at all.
there was when I started the stream up, there was errors, right? And then I did some research, and I actually made some notes. Friend Zone, there's a new release on his GitHub on the forums, and what's the other one he did? Constitutional Amendments is also an update already. Unloading a test one that Diablo Bob had me testing. All the errors went away, and I haven't seen any problems yet. But we haven't jumped into combat or anything like that.
Is friend zone automatically? Is it in the forge? So is it automatic,
It
or do
is.
I have to do? Okay.
No, no, no. The
you
update.
can download one from the GitHub until it's pushed to the Forge.
Yeah, I don't think he's got it updated on the Forge yet. But you can get it off his GitHub right now. Right now. Through the forums.
Okay.
I don't know why it's not on the Forge. He said something in the thread about I wish I could or something, but I didn't really pay attention.
There may have
Oh,
been
there it is. I'm
issues
ready to run a
updating
game
the
tonight.
Forge. Yeah, there may have been issues uploading to the Forge or whatever.
Or
It happens occasionally.
So real quick, where did you get these images?
the images of the items.
Cards.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They're in it. They're in the module.
Nice. Yeah, they are.
This is
They're
part
very
of it.
nice.
There's a whole a whole deck of cards, every one of them, and images for all of them.
Very well
So
done.
she says,
I like them.
She says, "Aha, card number 3 of the
Common cards or whatever they are called." She says, and she flips it over, and it is the 7 of coins. Oh yeah, the 6 of coins and the 7 of coins. And she says, here, let me show this to you. And she says,
Ah, indeed. An item that may be of use for you if you find it, and she says it is a weapon.
wait, where's the description?
This card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. It says what you seek lies at a crossroad of life and death amongst the buried dead.
And here's the image of it. It comes in the crystal ball.
Missing a piece.
Right? It's
This is just the hilt.
That's the way the sun blades are. Then it's the lightsaber that pops out the end.
So just to be clear, the thief is a weapon. The Avenger, or the woman holding a sword, is a book.
She says, I didn't invent the deck of cards. I just interpret them.
I don't know. I know some of the thief and the beggar and the I didn't get some of that. I don't understand it.
It's like real tarot. It's all made up. None of it has to make any kind of internal
Right?
sense.
She's just flipping cards over and telling you some
They do
bullshit,
have
right?
a little bit of
Yeah.
of
They have a
common sense
Sure.
somewhere.
kind
there's
of
theatrics and storytelling to it. Sure.
you can play slapjack. I know you can. I think maybe war, like the beggar. If you get all the beggar cards.
She says, now for the high cards. The first high card, or the fourth card to be drawn. She says,
Oh, she flips it over. Boop. You like that?
Brain in a jar.
Now, just so you know, this little
Melmahay.
scenario where the images are on the map and stuff, that's not done in the module for you. I'm just saying
Right.
this is
Yeah.
the DM prepping it. But she says,
this card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness.
The dead guy.
She says, look for an entertaining man with a monkey. This man is more than he seems.
Do we have
Right.
the card?
oh yeah, it's the high card enemies or Strahd's enemy card, or they call it the artifact.
Does this jar have a name tag? Abby?
Jar.
Abby someone. Abby normal.
Abby?
From the-
Yeah, Abby normal.
And
A Melmahay from Man with
the,
Two Brains.
the image that comes through the crystal ball is blurry, but you could make out some of the individual that she's talking about.
So, it's a skull, man with a monkey, and it's called Artifact.
Yeah, I don't know.
the artifact card. This man is old as an artifact. I don't know.
Almost looks like Pinch.
Well, you don't need him. You just need his skull. That's what
Yeah.
it's telling us.
Maybe it's the monkey that you're
Pinch.
supposed to get. You don't know.
Yeah, look at the teeth
Oh,
on
it's
that skull. That
Clyde.
may be
Clyde,
the monkey.
yeah.
Pinch
Right,
and
it's-
Clyde.
Clyde, there's a poosling and monkey happening. Bring out the monkey, the spinning monkey music. Doritos? What? That sounds good. Alright, I got window creep. Closing all these damn quests and images. Because we got one more card here. The last high card. She says, and card number 5. She says, this card. She flips it over. And it is... Ooh, look. You guys drew the... the best place...
Puppets.
Marionette. That's
The
us.
best
We're
place
puppets on strings.
to engage Strahd. Ooh, nice. She says, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. Look to great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He awaits nearby. And she, in the crystal ball, you see a blurry image of the inside of a tower. And up at the top of the tower, hanging in the middle, is a beating red heart. And there's that quest. 5 quests. All the images shared.
You only shared
Did
4
you
quests.
give us the artifact quest? Quest with the artifact card? The man
Yep.
with the monkey? I don't see that quest.
The marionette?
No.
No,
Nope, the one before that.
Artifact.
this one.
Artifact. Man with the monkey. It's artifact, of course.
That one?
Yeah, that one. Thanks.
It doesn't... I guess it does show that it's shared up there. It doesn't jump out at you, though. She says, this card reading is not as easy as it looks. It takes a toll on one. However, since it is beginning to be a new day, and you look like a potential adventuring party that might be able to free us all from Strahd's grasp. Perhaps one more card. Let's see. Who shall I help? And she shuffles these cards again. And she says, interesting.
Nice.
The Rost card. Please remain behind. After your friends leave, I have a present for you.
Oh, shit.
She would wink, but
turns
you can't
around
even
and looks
see her
at
squinty
Rost.
little wrinkly eyes.
He looks at Ross and goes,
Thanks for taking one for the team.
Hope she takes her teeth out.
Thanks for providing the DM with art that has your character on it.
Yeah, no problem.
Nice.
"Man,
All right, so
I'm cursed."
the way this works is there's actually a generator, and you can just hit generate, and it generates the whole encounter, gives you each card and where it's located and everything, or you could go in and select how you want to do it. And I like the randomness of it. And
Yeah.
some of these locations are pretty
Yeah.
cool that you guys have. Like, it. So you could run this, again and again, and the items will be in different locations, and you'll find different people to help you that are in the campaign and stuff like that.
Okay. So
I
you're
like
saying
that
the
you
Avenger card is not the same every time?
Yeah, no, it is. Those are all the same cards. I don't know. You're more than welcome to read this encounter after tonight, so you can try
Oh,
to
I'm not
figure out
saying you're
other
doing it
things.
wrong. I'm just saying
No,
whoever
I
wrote
don't.
this
I
is
agree with
weird.
you. I have no idea what the cards mean. They didn't make any sense to me either. The image in the name was like, what? I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I like that you didn't stack the deck, Drake.
No, I rolled them all right here. Did you see it live?
That's awesome. Yeah.
No,
Nice.
I didn't stack the deck. I just pre-rolled the deck. That's all I did.
Sure.
Yeah, like random encounters. They're random when you roll them up beforehand.
They were,
Yeah.
they
Still
were,
to get
random.
them ready.
yeah, they were totally random. Now these, I actually went through and found different maps that kind of fit the encounters for them, but I didn't like pre-roll the encounters and set maps to them yet. So I still have a little bit of that to still kind of random a little bit, but all right, so the tent opens and a couple of Astani um escort you out of the tent. Does anyone have any last minute like questions?
No, I just stay
cursed.
seated, waiting for my
I'm
whatever
so
it is that
cursed.
she is gonna do.
Special surprise.
Yeah, she does. She smiles at you and says, "Yes, you have been cursed, haven't you? You must have made Avastani very upset. This curse of yours, most likely, if I remove it, it will kill the one who put it on you."
Chanter willing to take.
And
Yeah,
That's all right.
chance.
And she
you
says,
wanted us here to take care of Strahd. You could at least take care
she
of
says,
old-
"So you're asking me to kill Avastani for you? Why? What do you want to do for Madam Eva?"
What
Take
needs
Ross's
on
place.
skin cream. What do you need?
Well, she's
Ross
talking
was
to
first?
she's talking to Grimfoot.
What do you want us to do? Or what do you want from me?
She says, "I've lived in Barovia for a very long time. There's not much that Madam Eva needs. The list is very small, but suggestions are welcome if you think you might have something that I don't have."
Cunnilingus is not on that list, is it?
She says, "For life of a Vistani you're asking for, hmm?" Wait, what did you say? I didn't quite hear that. I was talking over the top
move
of
on
you.
along. Let's just move on
Yeah.
along.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on.
She says,
Did
"What?"
you
I didn't
realize-
hear you.
That this Versani cursed him. And you're making it sound like, oh, we're such a terrible people for killing this guy. Well, he's a jerk who put it on him in the first place. Not our fault.
Yeah.
And she's
Just
like,
for those people at home who are saying, oh, how can you kill a Versani? Because he's the idiot that...
How can you kill this dog?
yes, he did it just before he was gonna get murdered by you guys, though, right? No, he did it
Well,
because
they
you
attacked
killed.
us first.
He did it because you guys killed two of his companions. That's why he did it.
He attacked us.
They
Did we
started
kill
it.
that guy? Like,
They started it.
Not a single one of them killed any of you.
He shot me.
He shot you
They
because
shot-
yeah, but we
They
know
don't know
why he
that.
shot you, right?
Well, no,
No
we
metagaming.
don't. No,
no
we don't know
metagaming.
why.
Only
No,
one person
No,
knows why.
we as the
we just-
players know why. The characters certainly don't know why. Neither do the Vistani.
Javelta takes no responsibility for him being
They
unable to
totally
control
blame it
his
on the
crossbow.
dead guy that you guys killed because he shot one of you on accident and you didn't die. They definitely understand that. None of you are dead and two of them are dead. That's why you're cursed.
Yes, we're
But
even.
Madame Eva's not getting into those details. She just wants something from you in trade for this Vistani's. Potentially he could die, she says, but not for sure. It depends on what you roll on the 2d4.
I will feed his family if he dies.
You will feed his daughter and his newborn boy.
You know this person?
I am Madame Eva.
Yes, I will do that.
Grimfoot's gonna have orphan kids.
She says there's another way that you wouldn't have to feed his children if he dies. She kind of looks over at Search and Destroy a little bit.
She
she
looked
says-
at Search and Destroy. Grim will look over.
She
at
yeah,
Search
she
and
glances over at him and then looks back at you and she says, "If you bring me this one that has cursed you, you protect him by healing him when he is at his most vulnerable, then perhaps he won't die when I remove the curse from you.
You gotta go find this guy, Grimfoot.
Or we cut to the chase and roll the dice and see if you are a godfather."
I'm looking at Search and Destroy.
It's your call if you want to be raising two orphan kids. Well, we can go find this guy.
Does the Godfather allow you to travel through the mists? Did you just get it out? Did you just get it out?
Yeah, you're part of the family now.
Never go against the family.
Let's go get this guy. I don't want him to die. There were
You
enough
gonna
people
find
that
him?
died for no reason. Yeah.
Where is he, Madame Eva?
We'll have to review the stream and see what his name is, and then we can go find him.
It was like back by the village of Barovia somewhere, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm sure he was Vistani Crimpneck
Vistani
Hook
Joe,
Pan
right?
or something, right? He's some random name, so we have to watch the stream so we can figure out where he's.
Long pants or something like
We
that.
gotta find his ass.
Yeah, long path. Well, the good thing is there's many chances for random encounters on the way out there and back.
Right? So the next random encounter with Vistani on the road, he'll be in there.
Well, we might run into him.
So is that fair enough? Right? Unless you guys do like a quest or something to go find him specifically, there'll be a random encounter roll. If he comes up, the Vistani, he's going to be within it. Or I'll put him in somewhere later on down the line, but you're going to be stuck with that curse until then.
That's
Or-
just flair. That's just flair, man.
There are other
That's bling.
there
on
are
my
other
way-
people
way-
that could remove it, right? Remove curse is what? Third level?
Fifth level, I think. No,
No,
it's greater
third.
restoration.
Yeah, greater restoration
Third.
is fifth
So
level.
you got to be 5th level to cast it. So if we gain 2 levels, then you
Yeah.
find a cleric.
Yeah, find a cleric.
Maybe
Won't the guy
Father
still die though.
Wonder where
You
they
Yeah, I don't
didn't
know where
even-
you could find one
What's
of those.
funny is you didn't even ask Father Donovan if he could remove it.
Well, he seemed useless. Couldn't even take care of his own son.
I think this
It's
happened
his own
after
vampire.
Father Donovan.
What's that?
Yeah, turn.
That happened after we left Barovia. It was right outside of
Oh
Barovia.
yeah, that's
so,
true.
yeah.
Well, there is Father Donovan that you think might be able to. He is a priest.
We could ask him.
Yeah, we could go
Sorry,
back
I'm
real
only
quick.
level 1.
Won't he still
But-
die if someone else removes the curse, or is it all just Eva killing him?
Good question.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, you still believe that removing the curse could kill him if you don't find him.
Now, what? Okay, so Grimfoot has a flaw, and these were all randomly
many
rolled as
flaws.
well. Thank you.
He has
Thank
a
you,
flaw.
Don't expect me to save those who can't save themselves. It's nature's way that the strong thrive and the weak perish. So if this guy dies when Rost removes my curse, then so be it. He was weak.
He needs to level up too, right? He needs to just join
Yeah.
the party, become an adventurer, and as you guys get 2 levels, he'll get 2 more hit dice worth of hit points and maybe survive the 2d4 points of damage that you could do when
No, we're not sharing XP.
or 2d6. No,
Maybe he shouldn't be cursing people if he doesn't want to die.
this is
Yeah.
true. There are lower level curses he could have put on you, like blinded you or something like that. No, I think blindness is even more higher.
That's
Even
cool.
Yeah, that sounds worse.
yeah. But I think it's easier to remove blindness, though. I don't think it requires.
It's a
third level
condition
spell?
that lesser restoration removes.
Still 3rd level, though. I think. Yeah, doesn't sound any better.
Lesser restoration is a 2nd level. There's a 3rd
level?
level.
Well, one
It is
thing that
second,
you guys are gonna get is a long rest. So let me push that to you
Nice.
guys.
Nice.
You don't level up yet, but you do get a long rest. As it becomes moon up, or as some people still call it, morning. Because you're mourning all the people that died last night in the dark. That's why. Because they got eaten. Is that a meatloaf sandwich?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh,
Nice.
I just had to say meatloaf
Classic.
sandwich because I could see you
Good
eating a meatloaf sandwich.
Ma! Meatloaf!
All right, so I am going to bring back up the Barovian
What?
map.
Wait, do I get? Does
Oh, yeah.
Madame Eva give me something?
Yes, and
Or
you
I just
already
sleep in the tent.
and
She
you
fell
already
asleep.
you already
Oh, boy,
got
does
it.
She ever give you something?
I already got it. Oh, okay.
I gave it to you earlier today, so your character has access to that now.
All right, sweet.
And
I'll-
you do gain enough ingredients to make 2 of those recipes from the Vistani.
sweet. Thank you.
And be Barovian about what you get, right?
Yeah, I'll find something good in there.
Don't worry, John. You'll get filled in what it is because you're going to have to help us.
Uh-oh. Okay.
When's the last time you
Maybe,
did a
maybe.
conversion?
We need a new extension for this one thing.
Well,
Make one for this campaign.
Valtrek's thinking about
Gonna be
doing
hard.
the copy and pasting himself, but we'll see. Notepad plus plus.
Not hard.
No, Notepad plus plus.
Oh, that's great. I love Notepad.
Control J. That's all you got to remember. Isn't it Control J that does it in a line so you can paste it back in?
It joins paragraphs.
Yeah, so you can paste it
Ah.
back into Fantasy
Strips
Grounds.
I didn't know that. That's a good tip.
Yeah, I didn't know it either. You know who told me that? It's Finster. Some randomly, I think, on his show one time, he says, Control J, baby. Or something like
Use
that.
that all the time with conversions.
I don't know if he said baby, but it's the same idea. I was looking for the one last time. I gotta play it one last time. I was looking for the map.
I had the same reaction when I first learned about it. I was like, "This is so much better.
Well, when I
This is so
started,
good."
when I bought Fantasy Grounds, after I had downloaded the demo in like 2010, and I was like, yeah, right, this is way above my pay grade. I'm out. And then I got back to it in like 2016 or something, and I didn't even know how to control copy, control P, control V. I didn't know any of that. Matter of fact, wait, I had a sticky note on this little thing for the longest time that had control. Did it fall off? Oh no, here it is. It's right here. It's a little sticky note. It fell off. It got so
Control C, Control
unsticky.
V.
That's awesome.
Copy paste, Control C and Control Z and Control V. That's it. That's all I had on it. I'm keeping it. It doesn't stick no more. I need tape. Anyways, um, all right. So you guys are
So I have 13 images open now. Do we
no, you don't.
normally close them when we're done? Are we done with all these?
Well, if I unshare them, then those images aren't going to be on the quest link to them.
Okay, so I'll just close them all. So we're done. Okay.
Yeah, we're
I
done
just
with
pinned them.
Madame
I pinned
Eva.
them all into my journal, my Grimfoot's journal. I always have my character always has a journal where all my notes are kept, and I just drug each one of them into there. So yeah, I don't. It'll break links if you stop sharing that stuff.
I go through and unshare any non-essential assets every now and then. Still,
I do too.
um,
Right.
even though supposedly it's not a big deal anymore, but I don't know. I don't believe it.
It's
It's a lot more efficient at memory management. It used to really balloon
Yeah,
up.
it was
It's
really
gotten
bad,
a lot
but
better.
I still think it's better to not. Why do you guys need all that crap anyways? You don't need it bogging up your stuffs.
Every NPC image or whatever that's shared.
Yeah, like from the beginning, every map and you guys don't need all that. So what do you guys want to do? The morning? Oh, let's do the calendar. Let's keep up with the calendar. It is the 14th, first moon of 7:35, and it's gonna say you guys slept in a little. We're gonna say it's about 10 a.m.
So I'm just going to ask around and see if they have scouts. They obviously have some teams that go out and do stuff. I'm just going to talk to their hunters and their scouts and just try to get some area specific hints as far as like fauna and flora to look out for, um, certain things that we can and can't eat, berries, and animals, stuff like that, just basics. So
Are you
I'll
trained in nature? Nature.
I'm a ranger. I don't start forest fires. Let me see. Skills. I am trained in nature.
Um. All right. Give me a nature check.
Ooh, when I double clicked on it, I got an error.
Ooh, let me try.
It's going to be rolling dice tower thing.
Oh,
Let me drag it.
it worked for me.
There you go. I just drug it in there. Nice.
What is it, John?
So you get
Dice tower.
a quick course in Barovian edible. Is that kind of what you're looking for? Edible things or things not to eat
Right.
too?
Creatures and plants that I.
She tells you that you'll be able, or they, the Vistani,
Fungus,
tell you that
lichen.
that the wolf meat in Barovia is very tasty.
Okay.
And they also tell you that most of your vegetables are going to be root vegetables.
Okay.
Potatoes, beets, stuff like that.
Carrots.
Turnips, carrots. They do get a little bit of nutrients from the moon. So, but only things that or root vegetables grow very well. But there's trees that certain kinds of trees that don't require a lot of sunlight that grow well. But they also tell you that there are a couple of fortified town and a village on the other end of the valley that grow food within their walls. Valaki and Kresk are the two other fortified towns, and you've already heard of both of them. If you
Yes.
look on the map, you can kind of see
Yep.
where they're at.
Well, we don't have Kresk, but we have Lucky.
Kresk is over there, opened
Kresk
up
is there. It's all
Farther
the way
west.
up there.
farther west.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Didn't go far enough.
And in her downtime, Javelda will be kind of using some paper and sketching out the rough lay of the land. And she would want to talk to them to try and fill in as much detail as she can about what the limits of Barovia are. You know, how far can you go before you can't get out anymore, and the general lay of the land.
They probably don't need them, but do they have any maps of Barovia?
If they do, that would be cool. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the Vistani don't have any maps of the area.
more just if they
But
can help fill in some blanks.
they tell you that that the furthest west that you could travel is Yester Hill, which is
Are you trained in cartography?
I'm just gonna point.
Not specifically.
Okay,
I'm a
so I
researcher
am.
with the Sage. All right, cool.
So I'll work
So
with you
yeah,
to do that. I had forgotten to use cartographer.
I'm a researcher, so
Yester Hill
nice.
is the furthest west that you could go because anything west of there's a edge of a map.
Cool. The edge of the world.
Yeah. And she'll have
No,
you do any kind of writing, and she'll have you label things.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know how to write. She can barely read.
Animal intelligence.
Javelda does have very neat, compact writing from her time working in the library. And many marks on the backs of her hands from learning how to write neatly.
Yep.
They tell you that
nuns.
west of Yester Hill is marked by a great wall of mist. And they tell you the Yester Hill is a location that the Druids that worship Strahd have. It's where they hang out, right? They don't go there. The Vistani's like we don't go there. There's Druids there, and they worship Strahd, and we're out. We're out unless somebody makes us go there. We don't go there.
Bad
Do the
druids.
druids perform rites on this hill?
Yeah, they do druid stuff. Is that what druids do? Rites? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
They agree. They don't know what you're talking about.
Druidic rites.
Yeah.
Stonehenge.
The rights? We're Vistani. Who has rights?
Rituals.
Oh,
Maybe the clothes.
yeah,
belong
they
to
probably doing that too.
Rites. Right.
They're
Rituals.
crazy druids that live in the woods and worship Strahd. We don't go there. Because we're crazy travelers that worship Strahd. You know, we don't worship Strahd. we do as he tells us though, because he's Strahd, right? That's the pretty much opinion you got from the Vistani.
You're
I mean,
enabling him.
it's okay. He enables us when we don't listen to him too. Anything else? What I mean, What do your characters want to do? What are you want to? Where do you want to? What direction do you want to? There's two directions, I guess. Back the way you came, or further into the valley. I guess those are the two directions you
Are we
guys have.
still escorting this woman
Yeah.
to
Yeah, the
Baraki?
Ismark and Irina, they're still at the camp. They didn't go in with you to Madame Eva, but they just hung outside the tent and waited on you to get done. And she's still weak, and Ismark's still like guarding her, right? Like,
We're supposed to take her to Kresk, right?
yeah,
Tell Ross to zip up his fly and let's go.
they all want to take her as far away from Castle Ravenloft and Strahd as possible. And maybe in one of the walled cities they can help protect her. Do you do you guys ask any of the Vistani about that? I don't know.
Rokina wouldn't. She doesn't care.
Yeah, ask them about the population of the other cities and what is there.
Yeah, why
Where,
don't they go
where
to
are
the
they on the
cities?
map?
They're not welcomed in the cities.
They would know the general population size and things like that, right?
Which cities do they steal children from the most? So we can avoid them.
I have to use
No,
the
they're
play
not
button.
dingoes.
Well,
The
So
pastry lady sells them to the Visanti.
they tell you
somebody
that
trying to steal a child.
since you ask about Kresk, it's a fortified village, and it's obviously at the near the edge of Strahd's domain. Um, you can see clearly the wall of mist beyond Kresk that marks the border of. Um, it's clearly visible of the tree line. Um, the villagers of Kresk, they they never leave the city, right? They're scared of the wolves and everything in the woods, and but within their walls, it's stone walls. They have like 20-foot high stone walls all the way around, and within their walls they grow everything they need. They have they even grow trees, um, and they have a freshwater pool, and you can get chickens and hares, and they even have pigs and gardens of beets and turnips. And basically, the only thing that they know of that the
Taters?
Kreskians,
Thick beats.
Kreskians, I don't know the Kreskins. The only thing that they really need outside of Kresk is wine from the winery, which is that way too. The the Wizards of Wine is near Kresk. Um, hey, what's up, Sambarchi?
So I think we've
But
got our mission.
the Vistani would know of stories about the Abbey of Saint Markovia, which is like in Kresk in the walled city. There's a huge hill, like 400-foot high hill or mountain. What elevation is a hill become a mountain? I don't know. But 400 feet is super massive for Florida, right? That would be the tallest place in anywhere around.
Howie in the hills.
Yeah.
Mount Dora's.
Well, we saw the difference this last
Mount
week driving across, going through Colorado and you're in the 12,000-foot mountains. Then we get out to the East Coast and we're like, oh, that one's 2,000 feet. That's like nothing.
Well, did you
And
know
then go to
that
Florida.
like just north of Mount Dora is the beginning of a river. It's called the St. John's, and it flows north all the way to Jacksonville. It's the only other river in the world that the majority of it flows north. The Nile is obviously the other one.
With Lacucci flows north.
the majority of it has to flow north to be on the list, and the Lucachuchi flows quite a bit south in areas too, or west, I think.
Yeah, it starts in Green Swamp and flows out to Yankee Town.
I'm eating as you guys are talking.
Hey, break time.
Is it? Yeah. Let's take a break. 10 minute.
Let's do that.
All right, we're gonna take a
10,
10-minute
15
break.
minutes.
I'm gonna continue munching on my. Oh, what do I got? These are good. A protein bar. All right, I'm gonna set a timer for 9:48. Is that 10 minutes? Yeah. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. I'm gonna put the slideshow on, and you guys go get a drink and go to the bathroom, and but we still got another hour and a half, so we're just gonna take a break, and we'll be right back. coming back. We're getting back in there. We're all just taking our time. All right, let's see. That's going. That's going. What?
Is there anything the party needs that the have any of the players been whining about wanting something in particular, like a weapon
Remove
or?
curse.
Because I really don't want to be taking care of this horse anymore, and gold doesn't really do us a whole lot of good.
Oh, you
Gold
want to
does
trade?
me good.
You want to trade the horse for something the Vistani might have?
Yes.
This horse, it is very strong, but temperamental, to say the least. But he seems like he would be a good draft horse pulling wagons. No? Hmm.
I thought we were looking for a wagon.
Who's going to pull the wagon if you sell the horse, though? I don't understand you guys' confusion. So
No, I thought we was looking for a wagon so the
you
horse could pull it.
you want to keep the horse and now try to get a wagon? That's what he wants to do? He don't want to walk. He's wearing heavy armor. He's like, yeah, we should get a wagon.
All right. Do they have a cart or a wagon?
They're like,
Have you ever seen the movie Snatch?
we have several wagons.
Like those X-rated movies.
How many people
No,
will
it's
be
not.
riding on this cart or wagon? If a cart pulls maybe two of you, a wagon can pull all of you.
Yes, but one horse pulling all of our gear and multiple people will tire too quickly.
I agree. So you need two horses or one
I
more
refuse
horse.
to take care of two horses.
One more horse and a
Well-
wagon.
You can dual hitch up Grim with the horse.
Yeah, but he's gonna have disadvantage on
I'm
being a
so
horse because
weak.
he's cursed.
I'm so
FYI, a random purchase at Publix. I was like, oh, freeze dried. I haven't had freeze dried stuff since 1985. These are good. Freeze dried bananas and milk chocolate.
Oh.
Ooh, it does sound good.
Yeah, right.
It is. At first I was like, are these things going to swell up in my stomach like MRE? Freeze dried pears? But no, bananas aren't like that. If they had freeze dried bananas when I was in the army, I probably would have stayed in. No.
All right. So, do they have a cart? We at least dump our gear in there, and that way it's a lot easier to walk.
Yeah, you could get a little two-wheel cart for. Give me a who's doing the shopping here? Who's got the good persuasion? Well, Kenna's persuasion's pretty good. I'll let her roll if she wants. She's like, "Oh, please, I would like a wagon." And she says,
Yeah, search and destroy is our face.
I got a +4.
"Yeah, but is he
so,
is
so
he a
do I.
haggler? Does he?" Urban Tabaxi sounds like would be a good
Nice.
a good haggler. 18. All right, so I'll give it to you for 25% lower than the player's handbook. I think it's a good deal. So I don't know how much it is in the player's handbook.
Especially in Barovia.
A cart. You can look that up, right? You can handle it.
In theory, yes.
If you have
Pull it
trouble,
up
let me
now.
know. Let me know. I'll look
Alright.
it up. But I'm gonna pin So you guys
Card
get
is
up in the.
15 gold.
So let's just do 10. Let's make it easy. At 10 gold, you get a cart. It's a little rickety though. It's got a little squeak. So
Right, so everybody needs to take 2 gold off.
just take it out of the party loot. Who's the party treasure keeper?
Grim.
Grimace? Who's
I
got a
don't
cow?
have any. I don't have any party coinage.
I took 2 off.
Is there
Yeah,
anything in the
so-
party sheet that could be sold? They're like, we'll buy those dream pastries from you.
Does this party sheet exist? Who has it?
I would think the party inventory guy would want to make a character and call it whatever and do all that shit, but I don't think that's I don't think that's really necessary in this campaign though, guys.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of
material and
loot. Like you're not going to be lugging, all kinds of shit. The cart I think is perfect, and having that horse, if you guys want, is cool. But
I
yeah,
don't think
it's
we're gonna be
another.
doing a lot of shopping, right?
I had a character that had a donkey, right? And the donkey saved the entire party because we negotiated with the roper who had most of the party caught and was about to eat them all to trade donkey meat for the party, and it worked. so, so an 8 gold
Something
donkey saved the whole party, but we had to feed him to a roper. It was a fair trade. Um, there's a couple other areas that you guys. Oh, we didn't finish talking about Kresk. So Kresk is obviously a fortified village lying near the edge of the domain. They get chickens, pigs, blah blah blah. Looming above Kresk is the Abbey of Saint Markovia. Markovia being um, a Saint Markovia is. We'll come back to that part. But the abbey itself, the structure itself, is up on a 400-foot high hill above Kresk, right? So in the walled city, but up on top of this hill, there's an abbey. They think it might have been some kind of convent or hospital a long, long time ago, but there's a a guy there that they call the abbot, and he's supposed to be um, really powerful. So maybe that guy can. They're not very helpful about telling you how to remove a curse that was given to you by a Vistani. So,
right.
so you kind of gotta nuggy it out of them or something. But so that yeah, you approach the questions differently to get that information, right? And I guess you guys would probably ask him about Valaki. Let's see what they know about Valaki. So Valaki is on a freshwater lake called Lake Zarovich. Obviously, if you're going to have a lake in your domain, it's going to be your last name, isn't it? I mean, why wouldn't it be? Um, they say that a lot of people think it's a safe haven against all the evils of the woods, which this Savlik, how do you say that?
Svalek.
Svalek woods, which is mostly like wolves and werewolves, right? And I'm sure if mentioning werewolves come up, little tabaxi ears might chirp up a little. Werewolves?
Well,
Yep.
somebody asked me to do something with the king of the werewolves, like cut his head off and bring it to him. But they're in a location that we can't get to anyway. So
So yeah, this Valaki's down and way down on in this lake that's down in the valley, like way in the bottom, right? And all these mountains run around the edge, and there's a road that runs down through the middle that you guys would have to travel to get up there to the town. It's been around a long time. The Valaki has been. It was founded um, before even um, Strahd was the lord here. So it's older than Strahd, as far as Strahd being um, lord of the land. But there's a Burgermeister there that is royal blood himself, right? So they treat him as royalty, not related to Strahd royalty, but of older than Strahd royalty, believe it or not, of this area. And I think the Vistani would know maybe a little bit of that, maybe not the exact details. But the guy is wants the whole town to be happy. What remember the
Burgomaster.
yeah, the what's the movie with Wesley Snipes where everybody was be happy? What was the be well? That's what they all said to each other. Be well. The three seashells, Demolition Man.
Blade. Oh, I was gonna say
That's a
Blade
great
Runner.
movie.
Okay, yes. Yes.
Be well. Remember that guy, that be
Taco
well
Bell.
guy? That's the Burgermeister. That's him. The the leader, the Illuminate. That guy. Demolition Man. Good job, Gorvidal. Um, and they always having like festivals in the town. So, but supposedly the it's pretty secure, especially against um wolves and stuff. They even know that there's hunters that go out of Valaki and hunt wolves in the woods. Wolf hunters. And what else do you guys want to that you think the Vistani would have information on? Any last minute questions before you guys head? Where are you guys going? Are you guys just
Valaki.
gonna stay and hang out with the Vistani?
Valaki first.
Deliver Irina and Ismark to
Yeah.
wherever they were going.
Yeah, unless
Chris.
Grimfoot, insists we go back and find that
No.
Vistani, then yeah.
So are
We're
you
gonna
guys gonna go back to the road the way you came to the crossroads, or are you guys gonna try to like cut down next to this river and
We're gonna cut as much time off as we can.
well, you have a cart and a horse now. It makes it a little more difficult to cut across a river edge.
Looks like it goes right here. We'll ask them. Is this to
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean
take us back to the road, and does that road take us to Valaki?
They tell you that an image is probably better than a description, right? They tell you that the travel next to the river to get to the cross, you got to get over the river, right? You got to get to the other side of the river. So you can continue following this footpath. That dotted line represents a footpath through the rocky terrain and area next to the river, and it'll lead you back to the road where you can then cross over the river on a bridge. And they explain to you that the bridge is really high and the traveling next to the river is pretty hard.
That's a cool picture.
Yeah, it is.
So that's the bridge that you guys got to cross over to continue on. And that's the river bank and stuff that has a footpath next to it. So it's probably faster to go around if you're taking a
Okay.
horse and a cart.
And we'll go around.
Yep.
Cool image though. I forget where I got it. It's not part of the. It's not part of the module. But you guys don't need that any. Well, you guys are going that way, but we don't need that anymore. So I'll take that away from for you. All right. So yeah, thank you. You guys head back to the crossroads, right? The crossroads
Creepy crossroads.
with the graveyard and the gallows, right? That's kind of a
Did
weird.
we search the graveyard?
Didn't one of our
No.
quests
No,
say
There was
crossroad?
something.
the body in the gallows, like turned its head and looked at us, and we just left.
Yeah, an old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and the signpost tells you how to go to the village, the Tesser Pool, where you guys just came from, or northwest to Ravenlaw / Vallaki to southwest. Blah blah blah. But you, as you guys get back to this
Yeah, what you seek
crossroads,
lies at the crossroads of life and death among the buried dead. That's the thief one.
I have a little drawing I did of this area since it didn't come in the module. It just was a description, right? So I figured just to fill you in the way the area looks. It's just a little. I didn't draw it, but somebody else did. Uh, can you guys see that without me putting your tokens on?
It's dim, but yeah.
All right, I'm gonna actually put you guys on the road like that. Look at that.
No.
Are the tokens locked? How do you unlock those? There we go. Okay, you get yourself situated around the crossroads, and we can talk about this, right? So there is a graveyard here. It looks very old. The graveyard does. There's the gallows that are creaking with there's nobody hanging on the gallows currently. There wasn't the last time you guys came here either, but um, you think maybe it's gonna creep you out any minute. You don't know. It's really creepy here. Oh, so what are you guys doing? Are you just going through? This is the crossroads, and there's some kind of death
Oh.
going on. Life and death, right?
Yeah, there's a graveyard. Let's search it.
Right? It says
Among the
the
buried
buried
dead.
dead. Yeah, let's check it out.
So
Wouldn't go in there.
there's gravestones. I mean, what are you like? Just looking at the gravestones, or?
Are any of them? Does any of them say anything about a thief?
Good question.
Here lies Brother Grimm. He stole from Strahd, and now it's slimmed. I don't know.
No,
I-
Brother
like,
Grimm.
Outside
Are
of
you,
outside
are
of
you
the outside of the mansion at Disney, like those kind of tombstones.
Yeah, those
Javilda wants
tombstones.
to cast detect magic as a ritual and say, hey, let's maybe some of these graves has got the body treasure in it. Let's start digging.
I think detect magic would not go through if there was something buried very deep, right?
No, it doesn't.
And she knows that, but is she still
She knows that.
doing detect magic to on the surface
Uh-huh.
to see if any? Yeah, not nothing. I mean, she gets a tiny bit of magic, like the whole area, like the whole freaking damn domain, a little bit,
We're
kind of.
in Ravenloft. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
but
given.
she's expecting that.
A
But
background.
no, nothing standing out as magical. And nothing surprising on any of the characters, unless Ismark has something that Because I don't think you cast Detect Magic on him, have you? Let's see if he's
Not
got
yet.
anything that would jump out. I don't think he's got any magic on him. No.
What about Irina?
He does. She. I don't think she's got a breastplate on, but I don't think it's magical either. She's got a rapier and a breastplate, but no, she doesn't have any magic either. The horse's
I'm gonna go.
testicles are magical. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna go about 75 feet out and just make a circle around the graveyard, just looking, making sure.
Wait, are you going off into the woods? Into the woods? Hello.
Grim. Try digging that one.
Yes, I'm circling where we are just to see if
Ooh.
there's hear anything or see anything coming around us.
Roll me a d20, please.
Did you say dig in that one?
Yeah, dig up that grave.
Why that one?
Why any of them? Let the dead lie.
There's 10 graves. Why not that one?
All right.
Dig up all 10, we'll know for sure.
So, well, Kenna, roll me a perception check. I'm assuming you're kind of doing this periodically, right? While they're here, right? Not just
Right.
once, but yeah. And the rest of you, do you guys have like digging tools or anything that you want to start?
I've got
What
a
you got?
war pick.
War pick would help a little bit, yeah. Any other ideas
Got a
on
mage
how
hand.
to mage hand? That kind of helps a little bit. You can pick up a rock off that's stuck on the pick and throw it on the ground.
Dust him off.
But no one knows it's
in a while.
helping because it's invisible, right? They're like, crap. You see.
You need to move Earth.
Yeah, I do. But I don't have that spell.
It's going to take you a while with just one person using a war pick to dig up one of these things. Any other kind of? I mean, even a couple of people just using their hands more would be a little faster.
I got a shield. I can kind of scoop.
A shield, a shield
Shield?
would help. Yeah, I could
A little
see you
bit.
could pick it, loosen the dirt with the pick, and then you could scoop some of the dirt out. Is like, are you guys gonna like just chuck the dirt like on top of another grave, or are you guys gonna like put it on like a?
No, we don't want to have to move it twice.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could put
Okay.
it on a blanket and then just
Javelda wants
pull
to
the
get
blanket
creative.
to fill it back in if you wanted to. Uh-oh.
Ooh, creative. I like it.
Okay. So prestidigitation allows you to instantly clean something no larger than 1 cubic foot. So can I instantly clean 1 cubic foot of dirt so that there's no dirt there anymore?
Just keep casting it over and over and
Yeah,
over and over and over.
prestidigitation one foot at a time.
You know,
Bloop,
I'm
bloop,
always
bloop,
to
bloop,
the
bloop, bloop, bloop.
I'm always to the idea that using magic is taxing, right?
Mhm.
And if you continue to use even a cantrip over and over again, you're going to become exhausted from it. If you just keep doing it over and over and over and over again. And I would think that to unbury this whole graveyard, it would cost 5 levels of exhaustion.
Well, that would kill me.
So
Well, he's not doing it. She's not doing it
So,
by herself.
yeah,
There's others that are helping
that's what
out.
I'm giving you the full like gambit. I don't think you're going to use that many. If you use, just a few, like 10 to get it going, loosen the dirt or whatever, it's not going to
Yeah.
cost you anything, right? But how much do you want to spend on using prestidigitation? 1 level exhaustion? No, none? No levels of exhaustion?
I don't want to get any levels of
No,
exhaustion.
okay,
I'll
so-
use up to the level where
And we
I
have
feel
a
like I'm
shovel.
gonna get exhausted.
We have a shovel and we have a shield. Any other ideas there, sir? Search and destroy over there. You want to use your shield? You got a shield? Or you got a great sword? You can use a great sword a little bit. It's pretty
I don't know if I
wide.
want-
What's a great sword like that wide? You could probably use it as a spade.
Loosen the dirt.
Cut the sod out. Chop the. knock over all the people's little things that they left here. Or you could just
Got a
stand there
shield too.
and look nervously about as they're digging up graves in the
Yeah,
middle of
I'm not
Strahd's domain.
right.
You
I'm
know,
not sure Search and Destroy is down with disturbing graves.
right? So I mean, are you just standing in the crossroads out there watching
What do
it
they
work?
care? They're already dead.
Uh,
Well, according to
Ismar,
Madame Eva, we're fated to do this anyway, right?
Ismar's
Yeah.
like, Ismar's like, Irina, come lean against this post, and I'll stand over you. Maybe we should move the wagon off the road in case someone comes.
I'll stay over here and guard them.
Yeah, okay.
We could go back to the church because didn't they have a shovel or something that we
Take a
that the
few
brother and
shovels.
sister used to bury their dad?
There's several shovels. Yeah, it's what is it?
Yeah.
5 miles, so 10-mile round trip. You
And we
think
might
you
get
could?
some random encounters that way.
And we
Yeah, we
might
could- we
also
could-
run into
Well,
the
I
dude that
think-
cursed me.
I think that you guys actually at Valtrix, why don't you roll me percentiles? Because there's a percentage chance that this one grave that you guys have managed to uncover as you guys have been talking.
Nice.
Four. Nice.
Awesome.
I either wanted to roll high or low. I don't know which.
All right, let me see what this
He
percentage
said-
chance is. So.
He said it was a percentage chance, so that means
If,
it's low.
if the card
Yeah.
reading reveals that the treasure is here, it is buried in one of the graves. For each grave the characters dig up, there is a cumulative 10% chance of finding the treasure. You guys found it on the first
Nice.
roll. Nice.
I
Nice.
told you that was the right grave.
I will
It was-
never doubt you
It was looser dirt than some of the other ones.
It's a more fresh.
All right, so you guys
well,
dig up
because
this.
they
grave.
tell all the adventurers to dig this thing up, you know. So how many times has it been dug up?
It was only slightly looser though. So yeah, you dig up this coffin and give me investigation? Are you guys like checking it out first, and are you guys just digging it up, prying open the coffin,
Mhm.
and thinking there's loot in
I'm
it, right?
investigating it
Give me
and
Grave
detect
robbing.
magic.
yeah, I think
Error.
Search
Javelda
and
definitely
destroy
gets
is
an investigation.
Praying for our souls.
Yeah, he's watching over there.
Which is worse, taking something from someone who will never use it again, or allowing Strahd to have his reign over these people, countless lives over the years.
Yeah, this thing's supposed to help us kill Strahd.
Grave
Whatever it
robbing.
is. Again,
Grumbly
we're taking
old
something
man.
from someone already dead to go kill somebody who's dead. Or
Right? This
undead.
place sucks. If this gets us out of here faster, I'll dig up all
Place
these graves.
sucks.
It all balances out in the end.
I'm not stopping you. I'm just not participating.
So
That's
you
fine.
guys uncover a wooden casket. The casket has like the double door kind of thing going on with it, like,
hmm
but the two doors have been nailed shut, obviously at this point, and stuck in the ground. But the top door where the viewing part is, if there was a viewing, is kind of why they do that. There's lots of nails that were already pried up. Only a few were hammered in. That's what Javelda discovered. She's like, why are some of those nails not hammered in? Like
Maybe
they've
they were pushed out from the inside.
No, they look like they've been pried out from the outside with a 14 investigation. Like somebody used a crowbar on them or something and just left them. Dun dun dun. So what do you guys do? You guys like finish pulling this casket out and like pull it out of the hole, or open
Yeah,
it up right
Javelda
down in
works
the
enough,
hole,
yeah.
or
Tell
I have a
everybody
crowbar
to.
if no one else does.
I mean,
I
you
was gonna
guys.
say everybody back up, and I'll cast knock on it, so it'll open and nobody has to be nearby it if it explodes or something.
Yeah, all right.
Wait, I want to see knock. Can you? It's like got like 4 nails holding it shut. Will knock,
Choose an
unlock.
object. Can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or any other object that contains mundane or magical means that prevent access.
A nail is totally mundane.
Mundane.
Yep.
If you choose a target that is held shut with a arcane line, there's no magic on it. Oh, well, wait. Do you cast detect magic at this point before you?
I had cast detect
Well,
magic.
it took
yeah,
you longer than 10 minutes to
I would have
dig it
recast
up.
it.
Yeah, okay. Especially at this point, right?
I would have it active before
Wait.
we do anything. Yeah.
Let's cast detect magic before I cast knock, right? You do detect magic, like creeping through the inside. You think there's magic inside the casket, like right where the
Okay.
nails are missing or pulled up. Like that's where the magic is coming from.
All right. I'll tell everybody to be ready.
So you're
I'll do it.
gonna burn the first level spell slot. Bop.
I'm gonna burn a second level spell.
Oh
slot.
yeah, second
Yeah.
level. Second level spell slot. Knock. All right, so ping, ping, ping,
Knock.
ping, 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 ping. All the nails go popping up, and the lid kind of pops up and then drops back down. Right, like I'm unlocked. Right. It's still
Well,
gravity. Hold
Drag
it
it
closed.
off with the
You pull it off. There is a corpse inside, all dried up,
move.
shriveled
Quick,
skeleton.
Sir Chan,
Okay.
is that undead or not?
What's that ability? Let me find
Well,
it.
you're 35 feet away. I don't think you can see.
Get over here.
That's pretty
You're the
funny.
Not
only
even
one who
Siege
can
of Zelda
tell.
on the map.
Divine sense.
Well, it's right there. Right next to you.
Okay. Not having the thing is across the top. threw me
Well,
off.
he's probably in 2D view too, so
Oh, yeah.
he likes that.
No, it's not a fight yet.
He likes that. I can't believe you guys got the fucking damn thing in the first first thing. All right, so you guys have inside the coffin is the corpse that's long, shriveled up, dead corpse of a male wearing like really bits and pieces of maybe leather armor might still be visible, boots and tucked next to the body is a piece of fabric. It looks like it looks like it might have been at one time been kind of a bright colored piece of fabric, but it's all faded and holy and rotted now. And there's something inside of it that's about yay long.
Mage handed up.
It's light enough that you can mage hand up the item, but the cloth is probably gonna just kind of fall off of it.
Tattered. Yeah.
You mage up a sword hilt that you recognize.
Nice. I'll cast Identify as a ritual on it.
Do you have to touch it? Yeah.
Yes. You choose an object that you must touch.
As soon
throughout
as you
casting
touch
the
it,
spell.
you get a emotion surging through you from the weapon. Happy, joy, friendship.
Cool. I don't
I
really
think
like
it's
weapons,
trying to
so
communicate with you.
not into it. Hold on, I don't speak your language. What's it trying to say?
It gives you the emotion of confusion.
Let me
It
finish.
wants, yeah, it wants to be wielded by. You get an emotion of, like transference, like you're not the one.
Give me to somebody else.
Yeah,
I want
like
to finish
when
casting
you say
Identify.
I don't like weapons, it's like I'm done.
Yeah.
You think it's a broken weapon. It's a broken magical weapon. It identifies itself currently as a magical hilt.
Okay. Surchan,
It's-
Grim, either of you
Sir Chan
wanna...
doesn't want it because it's tainted
magic.
from the death. So
I
it
think
would
you'll
be
like it.
Rost or Grimfoot.
It wants somebody
Creepy.
like you.
Not
It's
me.
asking for you. It's talking to me. It's telling me it wants you
It
badly.
Who's
wants
Javelda
search
saying
and
that too?
destroy.
Well,
Search in.
me?
Oh,
Search and
Surge.
destroy.
I just call him Surge now.
Search.
Yeah.
Surge,
I'll
like
come check
from
it out.
Why does
Beverly
Ross
Hills
have it?
Cop. Hi,
Hey,
my
it's
name
still
is
that?
tainted. This is
Surge.
still the evil dead. This is grave robbing. So you're okay as long as you can use it. You won't help into us
It
do
is
it.
grave robbing.
You're going to hell
Boo.
or wherever it
We
is you're
we
going.
we were fated to this.
I say give it to Grimfoot.
This
if
this
Ross
entire
doesn't want it.
The evil
Yeah.
old crone told us we had to dig up this grave and take this shit. Come on.
I'll hand it to Grimfoot.
Now
Grimfoot.
you can have a friend.
I'm
Your
scared.
first friend.
I'm scared.
I'm just looking at it.
Ah.
Doesn't look like
Don't
it's
poke
gonna
your eye
hurt
out,
very much.
even though there isn't a blade
It's
in
not
there.
gonna hurt
Um,
nothing.
it feels really cold, like uncomfortably so when you hold it.
It doesn't have a good balance.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
very
gonna walk
awkward.
over and I'm gonna reach down and grab Search and Destroy's hand and firmly grasp it and pull it and say, "You try it." And I'm gonna slap it in his hand.
All right, give me a athletics check at disadvantage. And
I think it should do that
are you gonna
automatic.
resist, Surge?
A little bit, yeah.
All right,
not a
so
lot.
give,
Oh,
give
I got
all right,
the
then you
error.
give me one at disadvantage too. Both of you give me a athletics check at disadvantage and see.
I think mine is already at disadvantage.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah,
Oh.
because it's a strength.
Still got a 14 though. You might have this weapon even if you don't want it. Nice. So he's like, now, and he puts it in your hand. You immediately get an overwhelming feeling of joy, partnership,
I got the joy down in
strength,
my
right?
heart.
Actually, you see that the weapon or the hilt of the weapon, when you grab a hold of it, do you like say anything to it?
I guess since
You
it
can
was
feel
forced
it's
into,
trying to communicate with you emotionally, right?
yeah, it was forced into my hand, and feeling this emotion, and if I remember, she said it was a sword of vengeance or something like that.
Yeah, you should have the quest.
My vengeance is upon thee.
Where's the? I
It's a
see
coin.
my vengeance upon thee.
Because my oath is a
Sword of
vengeance.
sunlight. Weapon of vengeance. A sword of sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Like-
oath, vengeance.
Yeah, like
Well, that's why you feel all
Man.
warm and fuzzy like a good.
Have
poop
you
in a
ever-
pants.
have
you
you
wanna kill
ever-
people with it?
has your character ever wielded a longsword?
He's got a great sword.
Has he ever wielded a longsword in his lifetime?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure too, right? You
Yeah,
think this
I'm
is
telling you.
possibly emotionally like the perfect longsword if it had a blade on it, it fit your hand. This hilt fits your hand like it was designed for your hand,
Like something else very
Yeah.
familiar.
and you feel very very comfortable stroking this hilt.
Oh yeah.
It does not.
It's like an extension. It's like an
It-
extra member. of
Since you stepped through the mist, this whole place has been overbearing evil this whole time. And you pick this thing up, and that went away immediately for a while. This thing is good. It is extremely good, you think. Matter of fact, it has words with you. Where's the item at? I gotta get the item. Where'd I put all that shit? I think I made an item. Let's see. That's gonna be in items, right? I don't recognize the buttons currently because of the new theme, so it's taking me a little second to go. Which button is it? Brightblade. That's the weapon's name. Bright.
What is this theme anyway? Is this the new?
This
The
is
new
the new
default.
default. Yeah, this is the
Very
what's
nice.
left of
5
the Baron theme. They've
Totally revamped it.
it looks really good.
Yeah.
Didn't he say the default was light and this is the new dark?
Oh, maybe. I thought the
Not in test.
I thought the default
This
was
whole
the
time in
Baron
test, this
though.
was the default. No, I'm pretty sure this is the new default. This is what was in test the entire time
No,
up until now.
that's what Sven's saying. He said that it was the dark theme that they modified for this, I think. For this default.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was the Baron that they hacked, but there's so much they would have changed if this was the Baron.
Yeah, it's a whole different.
And I don't know, it's cool. I like it. All the whole new UI update's going to be great. It's going to make it feel not from the 80s anymore. I'm looking for quests. It's in the quests. I got to find the quest. Which one am I looking for? Oh my god. Shared. All right, that narrowed it down. Beggar? Which one are we looking for here?
The thief is the one here.
Oh, the thief.
It says the crossroads. The tarot
Okay.
cards.
Treasure locations. Okay, here it is.
Maybe
All
it's
right.
because we had to steal it from the grave. That's why it's a thief card.
There we go. That's what I wanted to do. It's no longer. It's like that. All right, so I have a link that is going to lead you guys to how this sword talks. Very rarely this sword will ever talk. Very, very rarely. It emits emotion all the time. And this sword is a sentient, chaotic good weapon, and it has an intelligence of 11. So not like overly intelligent, but it has a wisdom of 17. This thing knows what happens, and a charisma of 16. It can hear and see 60 feet range, and it communicates by transmitting emotions to the creature carrying or wielding it, and it also speaks common and talks like Marvin, the paranoid Andrew from Hitchhiker's Guide, which is the link I'm going to send you in case you're not familiar with it. So,
Nice.
I love Marvin.
You mean
so
Alan Rickman?
yeah,
Eternally
Yeah,
yeah, that
depressed.
Oh,
there's the link
okay.
that you guys. I can't show it on stream because it's a YouTube video. I could, but and then I have to change screens and stuff. But so this sword is a little paranoid about its personality. Is the sword's special purpose is to destroy Strahd. That's
The link doesn't open anything.
it
Opened up
didn't?
a YouTube video for me.
I click on it, nothing happens.
You should have to say yes to open the link. There should be a pop-up window when you
On
click it.
Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
I didn't
Then
even
it'll
pop up window.
open.
Did it? Is it?
Are you
only...
clicking on the blue symbol to the left of GM in the chat?
It just says link.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
the
but the
left of GM, there's a
dragon
blue
button.
dragon
the
symbol.
button.
Click on that.
Okay, there it is. Okay. I was clicking on link.
That's Zelda.
Yeah.
This is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
There's a sound that goes doodly-doodly-doodly.
Da-da-da-da.
So, just so you know what he sounds like, right?
Okay. I have to watch the rest of that later.
I was looking for a clip that I could put into Discord that would sound like him, but no one made any. And I did the video, and I was gonna like maybe I'll make a clip, and then I'm like, then I have to learn how to make a clip and blah blah blah. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll just link it to him. That's it.
There you go.
You got a buddy that does a lot of audio shit that probably could have whipped that out for you.
Yeah, right. That would have been. I'm gonna call in a favor for a buddy that does audio shit for one little 2-second clip.
Oh, I don't know. I would have had fun. I'd have fun with this. I'll make all kinds of things for that
Well,
sword to say to Caesar.
now you have the link to the guy's voice, so work at it,
There you
buddy.
go.
Work at
Awesome.
it, buddy. Do what you want. Do. All right, so let's see. The sword's special purpose is to destroy Strahd. Not so much because it wants to free the land of Barovia from evil, but it wants revenge for the loss of its crystal blade. The weapon secretly also fears its own destruction, so that's what it's paranoid of. It's like, you don't leave me out in the rain. I could get destroyed. You know, it's got the negative Marvin attitude about all of that.
Does it say how to fix it? Does it know how to fix it?
He doesn't he doesn't he needs a blade. He needs a crystal blade. That's what he thinks. If he could get a crystal blade, he would be whole again. But he doesn't know how to do that. He's like, I'm just a sword. What do I know? I'm a smart sword, but
So ever since we got here, Search and Destroy has felt this gloom and doom, and this is the first real good feeling he's had since we've arrived. So he's really liking this, even though it came from a grave robbing. He
How
feels
of
the
a feeling is
vengeance that the sword wants.
yeah. The sword
it? Where are you carrying this sword?
the sword gives you an emotion of when you say grave robbing, of faults, that you're wrong.
Right.
No,
It's all right.
that you're wrong, that it was grave robbing is the emotion you get.
Right. He feels all good now about it.
Yeah,
No,
he's like,
somebody hit it there. Somebody. The soil was loose, and only that section of the lid somebody had pried it up and shoved that thing inside there.
Madam
So-
Eva's been busy.
after the casket was laid to rest. Absolutely. Very good.
Yeah. Astute.
Now, there is somebody that might know who that was,
Well, Graham would never figure that out. So
but that's would require role play. So I'll leave that up to you guys if you want to go
yeah,
down
with
that
my
path.
8 intelligence.
However, Relkina, your perception wasn't so high earlier when you were out looking around. Um, but your natural hairs on the back of your head say otherwise.
Okay, I'll draw an arrow. Say, do you guys hear anything? Or do you see anything? And I'll hop up on here, take a look around.
I'm a ready
Um,
dodge action.
Yell at Ismark and Irina to get closer.
I gotta
And
close some
Sir Chan,
windows. Look at all these dang
them
windows I
get
got.
close.
I got a lot of
Come
windows.
over here with me.
Sven, do you keep yours in the 3-dimensional, the isometric map?
Just for fights.
Yeah.
Every time there's a fight, I switch immediately.
All right, so you guys see a couple of humanoid figures stepping out of the woods. We're gonna say up here. They're not like hostilely stepping out, like ha or anything. You can hear them coming a little bit, like snapping and cracking through the woods a little bit. You all gotta like look and move around. A couple of you get up on the gallows, and you see that you think it's two figures, and one of them stops moving forward, and the other one kind of steps out of the shadows of the trees, and he doesn't have any weapons drawn and pointed at you, but he does have weapons. Does have weapons,
Where
and
can we see him?
you hear a deep voice. I didn't put him on the map or anything yet.
Okay.
Um, who are you? Why are you here? You see,
Is he?
like through the mist, you
Covered in
see
dirt,
he's a large
open grave. Nothing.
man, and he's
Having a
wearing
picnic.
like drab
At a
clothing,
picnic, what do
like
you
a
think we're doing?
very tattered gray cloak. He has a like shaggy black hair, like big mutton chops, and he's got a spear, right, that he's kind of using as a walking stick kind of thing. And you see over his shoulder he has some pelts. He says it again. Who are you? What are you doing here?
We are travelers, and we saw this cemetery. We came to pay our respects to the dead. You are a hunter. You are far from your home. What city do you call home?
Hmm. There are no cities in this land, but there are towns and villages. He says, we are from Vallaki. You are. And you see, he's moving a little closer to you slowly so you guys can see him a little better out of the darkness.
We are on our way to Vallaki. We can pay if you would guide us there.
You are looking for guides as well? Hmm. I am some weird name that the DM has to look up because it's all weird.
What do we need a guide for? There's a sign there with an arrow that says Vallaki. They can pay us.
My name is Kirill. What is yours?
We
I'm
travel
Javelda.
with. We travel with Javelda.
Ask Ismark if he
That's
knows
me.
this person.
Ismark's like way over there still with Irina.
We had
Well,
told
I-
him. We
yeah.
told
We had
them to come
told
over.
him to get close.
Yeah,
We
I
can't
told him to
move
come
him.
with me
Sir
when I
Chan.
moved over.
Oh, then there would be like right over here then, right at the
Yeah.
bottom of the stairs. They didn't go up on the
Oh, I can
gallows.
move the horse. Okay, I can only move the horse. I can't move the other one.
The Ismark like looks over the gallows and says, he says he is not a visitor of Barovia much, but I have heard of wolf trappers that live in the woods, or that especially from Vallaki.
Are those wolf pelts or werewolf pelts?
He says, werewolves? What do you know of werewolves?
Not much. We just heard some warnings about them. What do you know about werewolves? Are there any in the
He kind
region?
of holds up the pelts of. Actually, they're wolf pelts.
Oh, do you have any meat left from those pelts? I heard the wolves in Barovia are quite tasty.
Oh, you. This is from your land, or from Barovia that you have heard this?
Well, the Vistoni said that they were that the wolves in Barovia were good.
The Vistani have told you that wolves taste good in Barovia. And you wish to sample some wolf meat from nearby?
Mm. He says, the meat we have sent ahead to Valaki. Um, the furs take a while to spoil, so I carry them. But I can introduce you to my friend. The guy in the shadows back there, he points to. He kind of waves him out. Another big guy, not as big as this guy, but he too also looks like a trapper. But he's carrying like a big um, trap, like a trap kind of thing.
A bear trap.
Well, not that big. You think it might be suited for trapping wolves, that size, not bears. They say, he says, my name is Corralotan. You don't have to write that down because I'll never remember that's his name. The first guy is an NPC that has a name, but the big guy, but this guy is number 2 on the list of.
Creatine. Okay,
Yeah.
creatine.
Did
We
I
won't
give you
talk to you again.
the? Did I get? I didn't put that weapon in your inventory, did I? No.
No.
Wait, let me do that before I forget. Inventory. Um. Hmm. Is it identified or not identified? Is it on or off? I never can remember. Why can't they make him colorful? Like,
Well, it should now be big, bold, and italics unidentified item as the DM if you look at somebody's inventory now.
um,
Really?
Yeah, that's great. Or, I mean,
what?
as before yesterday, as of
Wow.
Sunday it was.
That would be very nice.
It just says longsword hilt when I look at it, which is what
Right.
I wanted to say.
Correct.
But
Correct.
it doesn't
Put it
say.
into his backpack, and it's a magic item that's not identified. It should be very obvious.
Didn't you
No.
cast identify on it?
I did.
Yeah.
He said I got back that it was a broken sword.
Well, you think it could possibly become a magical item? I mean, it is magical, obviously. It's a sentient talking hilt
Mhm.
right now, but its blade is missing. So, what would you identify yourself as if you were a missing blade sword? A hilt, right?
Yeah.
So,
Longsword hilt.
so
On the
currently
actions
it
tab-
identifies itself as a magical longsword hilt, but you think it could be fixed and turned into possibly a very powerful blade that shoots radiant light out of it.
It's on the weapons
This,
tab.
and you think this weapon has history, right? I mean, it just looks like it's been around, like, right? It definitely has some kind of history behind it. But ID spell isn't all knowing, right? It's the
Can I
first
make a
level.
history check?
A history check of Barovian weapons? Yeah, go
Sure,
ahead.
why not?
Roll me a 25. No, an 11.
Theoretically possible.
But can
So
you
I rolled
do
a 20.
research in Barovia and find more about this blade? Yeah, probably. Maybe there's a library. You don't know. All right, so what does it say on the longsword when you look at it? There, search.
Well, in the inventory, it says where'd it go? Longsword hilt.
Right, and when
If
you
you go to
open it,
It just says longsword hilt.
when it says a platinum hilt, pommel, and
Yep.
crossguard, but missing its
Plat-
blade,
Correct. Weight
and
3.
there's an image and a story link.
There's no picture.
Down
It
below?
says I can see it says unidentified.
The rest of the fields would not be visible.
Yeah.
It's
That's
unidentified.
exactly perfect because the background of the sword, the everything, all the details are down there when it becomes identified. So
Right.
that's nice.
But on the actions tab, it shows up as a weapon.
Yeah.
I would allow you to bonk somebody with it, like bonk.
Well,
it probably would have some kind of snarky little negative comment to make about doing it. You know, oh my, Marvin the robot voice doesn't like being used this way. You know,
Brain
whatever.
the size of a planet being used to bonk someone in the
I'm a
head.
sentient magical sword, and you're using me as a you know
A club.
as
but it,
a
the
sap.
damage, the damage shows
I
radiant
feel
magic
so
stuff. But
used. Well,
I
you
just
think
use
if you
my.
stroke it fast enough, you can get a little bit of light to come out of it. Like, like I would allow you, like, in the middle of the night when you're on bivouac and you're in your little pup tent and something's crawling around and you push the light button on your G-Shock and it lights up your tent like a beacon, but it's really just a watch light. That kind of light source, right? How many times have you done that? Like, used your G-Shock as a light source. I did a lot when I was in the army. Um, oh, we're talking to the trappers. Um, so yeah, they you guys want them to like escort you to Valaki?
I
They're
don't see
like,
why not.
we
Sure.
we usually avoid traveling down the road. If
Yeah, we heard there's
Strahd's
wolves.
this you've heard there's wolves in the woods, right?
We've heard them.
Mm. As you start talking about them, uh, they answer.
Yeah, we've heard them.
That one
Um,
was close.
he says, if you spend any time near the woods, the wolves will be interested in you. I suggest if you come across a pack of wolves that you look for me and my friend here. We could use
Wouldn't
the
that be a bit
belts.
too late? Oh, you mean after we kill them?
Before, we could help. But if
And how would we find you?
Well, you're coming with us, right?
How do we track you while you're tracking wolves?
we will be the big guys heading to Valaki if you need us. And they kind of turn, they walk out to the road, and they start heading towards Valaki. He says, if you want to follow along and have protection from two wolf trappers, we will walk slow for your horse. But
Oh, please wait for me,
if
Mr. Strong Man.
we think that some of Strahd's minions might be about, which they prefer to travel the road, we might leave you to your deeds. But perhaps for and one of them kind of steps a little bit closer and eyeballs somebody that's got a fat pouch. For some coins, you could have us walk amongst you and keep our weapons out.
And how many experience points are each of these guys worth?
We'll get the same XP
Yeah.
if we bypass the encounter, right?
Right? So,
Right?
it might be faster just to kill him, though. That's kind of. It's. We only have like 8 minutes, though, so I don't think you guys are going to get experience points for killing them because it's going to take more than 8 minutes to do the counter. Um, possibly. I haven't even looked up their CR. Let's see. I have to. Oh. Um, yeah, it's a CR9 encounter if you want to know.
Ooh, it's a lot of XP.
Yeah.
For a party of level 3s.
The two of them look at each other and say, I think they are CR3 for us.
I think we could take.
Right. All we need is once we're level 4, that's fine.
Yeah.
We're
Level
good.
5, these guys are toast. No way.
We'll be back.
No way. But right now, third level, you're like, so the question is do you want to pay them to help protect you to get to Valaki? Or are you going to try to travel as close to them, behind them, as you can? Because they may or may not slow down enough for you guys to keep up.
What should they charge me?
Or are you
Yeah,
guys wanting to.
how much
I'm
do
not
you
planning
want?
on paying
Got a few.
anybody anything.
1 or 2 copper.
Yeah, Grim's like, no. Well, that just kind of like motion towards somebody who has the fattest looking pouch out. I don't know.
I mean, for Grim to
I've got
admit
a
that
They
he
didn't
fat
needs
ask
pouch, but
for
it's
a
full of
protection,
sling
specific
then
amount of
bullets.
money. It's not like you guys look like you're rich or something. Like they're like, are you offering money for their services?
I don't see why not.
Let's go. Oh boy. Give him
Are you
over your
just
search and
search
destroy.
search and destroy? Like, I don't see why not. And unties his pouch and pulls out some coins.
Yeah, I'll
I'll
give him
give
a couple gold. I mean, the
1
wagon only
silver
costs
each.
10.
So
Oh.
you pull out 2 gold.
Sure.
He says, 2 gold pieces. We will travel much slower. He picks
I
the
give
2 coins out of your hand, and his hands are 3 times the size of your hand. He's just a big guy. Like
And do some
Grim
sort of,
size, like Grimfoot size. That's how big he is.
especially
Like
now that he's close. I
they're
want to
almost like
smell.
Grim's taller, but
I deducted the 2 gold.
all right.
I'll place
Well,
a silver
sorry.
coin in his hand.
I want to smell, and I want to see if I can do an insight. Are they telling the truth? And do they smell like lichens?
They totally stink of wolves. Like you think these wolf pelts are a couple of days old, right? They're starting
Okay.
to get funky.
So I put a silver piece in his hand.
Give me a perception check. You put a
That's
silver piece in whose hand?
The wolf, or the guy, the tall guy.
He's like,
I have a terrible perception check.
he
He's
has
doing a
paid us for the
I'm
service.
doing a
Werewolf.
cheap lichen check.
werewolf check. Yeah.
What is a cheap lichen check? Oh, a silver
Put a
piece,
silver piece in his hand.
right? Right. He's
See if
like,
it burns.
he says, your friend there has already paid. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm low on
He doesn't
funds.
take it. And not like he like jerks his hand away or anything. He just politely declines the money. Are you like trying to shove it on him or touch him with it or anything? Are you like hitting him with it? I mean, are you trying to force the
I'll mage hand over to his hand and just kind of plunk it down in his hand.
in his hand?
Please, it's the least I can do.
I don't even have a silver piece.
Well, copper is the least you could do, but
I have 1 silver piece.
close to the least you could do.
Close
Give
to
me-
the least. I'm trying to do this little as possible here.
Hey, give me an insight check, Javelda.
Oh.
And
Ha
nice. Are you what was your oh, there's your perception check.
Perception
Um,
is terrible.
Those actually should be in the tower, FYI, but since the tower thing's turned off, and then
Yeah, it's
and I
Well,
don't
the
know
tower
where
works just fine. You just have to do it manually, like I did.
Oh, you
not-
can
I-
drag it to the tower on your character sheet, up on the very top.
Okay, that's where it's at. I knew there was a tower somewhere.
There's also a regular tower like normal.
Yeah,
if
but
you
that's
have it
underneath
turned
Windows.
on somewhere, where's mine at? I don't even know.
Easier to just do it to the one that's on the character sheet. You can just
It-
dra-
It
'cause
should
it's
be
right there.
like you should be able to hit like, X or something as you click on it, and it does it or something.
Didn't it
But
used to be like hold down Control and click it, and it would auto force it to roll in the tower, something like that?
there's
No,
probably a
that was a
Control
vague
Alt
memory of something like that. Shift
left
or
F1 with your butt cheek, and it
yeah.
does it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Left,
that
right,
a-
left, right, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Is the tower
Control
on the
Alt
character
Louis
sheet
start.
an extension or
That's
something
the
they added
local
now?
dice tower extension. That's been there for
It's the one that's broken because it's supposed to, when you double
Yeah.
click, it's supposed to roll it too. But
yeah.
and the inspiration little thing up top now is just a little blue dot. Like, where's the star? I
Yeah.
want the gold star back on your character sheet.
Well, it's on your portrait. Our portrait
Yeah.
show a star.
It's not really a star anymore though. It's like diamond with
Kind of a yellowish.
like indicator kind of. It's like your indicator.
Weird.
So
What do
he's
our
like,
checks give us?
so Javelda, when you put the silver piece in his hand and you look at him, he looks down at the silver piece and he looks at you with such a degree of power in his vision that he very well likely could be a Lycan. And if you think if he knows that you know that you guys are dead meat. That's the feeling you got, right? You immediately got scared. Like, oh shit, if I call out that I think he's a Lycan, we're dead right now, right? So you wouldn't say anything immediately, but you get a feeling that this guy could very well be a Lycan. I mean, the way he kind of looked at the silver piece and you and the whole transaction of attitude and stuff. And the cockles, is that I think that's what my grandfather used to call them. The cockles on Relkana's back are standing up.
Hackles.
Cackle.
Okay.
He didn't have any teeth, so, and I was like 8, so
Cackles.
the cackles on the back of his head were standing up.
His cankles are standing up.
Talking about a
Cankles.
guy that can whistle though. I guess you lose your teeth, you know how to whistle. Never been a dentist in his life. Every tooth that came out of his head, he pulled it.
Nuts.
Well,
I watched a
travel
dude
safe,
pull another
and we
dude's
will
tooth.
be along shortly.
Relkin's like,
Our
Yeah.
paladin has to
He's
have
like-
some work he has to do first.
He's got to polish his hilt.
he reaches into his
Gotta fill the grave back in.
he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out the 2 gold that Search and Destroy has given, and he reaches and hands it back to you. And he says, "Our services are discontinued, I take it. You now can get to Valaki without our insistence. We will travel on."
Will
Maybe
we
we'll
see you
there.
later?
Knowing, sensing that you guys sense that, you know what I mean? Like, he's sensing that you're sensing him.
He knows what we know that
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
knows. What
You
we
know
knows
that
we
he
know
knows
he
that
knows.
you know
Yeah.
that he is not what you think he is pretending to be, but something else.
So Search and Destroy doesn't understand what's going on here. He just looks at Javelda. What did you say to him?
He's like,
Yeah.
You always have to be so rude.
Grim wouldn't understand it either.
he's like, I gotta
Well,
remember
you're
to put
just
the
not
2 gold
smart
back on
enough
my
to
character
understand.
sheet.
I mean, sorry, but I can't dumb it down that much for you.
So yeah, I mean they don't like attack you or anything. They strategically kind of watch over their shoulder a little bit as they move down the road, and then you see that they kind of head into the woods, like down the road.
All right. Well, hopefully they don't ambush us now that they know where we're going.
Right?
Right?
That means now we go the other direction, right?
Oh, we got to get to Kreskin
Right,
or whatever it is.
Let's just
So,
hang out with
So
the Balaki for another day
yeah,
I
and
was
see what
wondering.
of Estonia, I mean.
as you
Yeah.
guys decide on your next course of action for next session, you guys do hear, not too far off in the woods, and you start
could
to
have used.
see pairs of eyes every so far in the woods as you guys start moving, like watching you guys. About wolf height,
Yellow
beady,
Could have
eyes.
used their assistance.
canine looking eyes. And who's got the highest passive perception?
I think I do. It's 16. Is that right?
16.
Yeah.
So, Roust, as we
Mine's
end
only
the
14.
evening, and these wolves are kind of watching you, and you're paying attention, and you're looking around. There is one creature that has your attention. A soul raven. And he follows along with you guys for a little bit, and you think he's following you? Like this one raven is following you? As you guys start to move towards Falaki.
We were told that Strahd uses them for spies, weren't we?
Did you
No,
say
I think
anything?
you're the story you had is you're not supposed to kill ravens because it brings
Okay,
you
don't
bad
kill
luck.
Okay.
But Strahd could be the land, the you know.
Yeah. It could be
Right,
the
maybe
Raven.
maybe it's a were-raven.
Right
Well,
there.
you're the only one that saw it with a 16, so you gotta point it out to somebody. Look at that well
Yeah,
raven.
they're
His
raven.
name Schultz.
There, raven. But that's a good spot to stop, as we had a no combat encounter session, right?
We get
But
XP for that CR9 though,
but
right?
but a lot of role play, and let's take a look at the party sheet. Where do you guys? Where's the? Is there a thing XP?
Now that we have the information, we can go back and wipe out the Vastrani too and get all the XP there.
We
Yeah.
get XP for the quest too, right?
Fireball the whole camp.
Well, I'm gonna give you guys. I think you guys deserve a little bit of XP, don't you?
Of course.
This is the hard way to do it. Why am I? How do you? Can you just change the XP to whatever you want? Okay, you got to do it on the XP sheet. All right, so you guys got 150 XP total for the skeletal rider. You remember the rider you didn't kill?
Right? Yes.
That's worth 150 divided by 5, right? So how close are you guys to leveling up? Oh,
We
I'm
need
also
about
going to give
1,000
you
away.
guys 1,500 XP as a party for roleplay. So
Nice.
Nice. Good.
We'll
session.
take it.
I'll give that to you right now. All right, so hopefully during your next long rest, after a couple of encounters, you might actually level up. You're close. You're right there. You're so close to 4th level that you could all die at 3rd. So what'd you think of Madam Eva?
I like all the
Fun.
work you did. It looked really
Yeah.
nice.
I wonder what she's got going with Rost.
Yeah.
Yeah, what present did you get, huh? He got a cool thing. A cool thing. Did you make anything yet?
I not really, not enough to. Yeah.
I mean,
have
you
share.
didn't pick out two recipes
Oh
yet?
no,
No. You
no,
still
I
gotta,
haven't read through it enough. I
yeah.
gotta
There's
go
what
through
is
it all.
there 50 are in there? I didn't even look. There's a lot.
There's like 50 pages, I think, and
So
there's like
just to fill you
2 a
in,
page.
let's put it in the party thing.
Yeah.
Where do I have it? I think I have it. It's a PDF. Um, Adventures Culinary Companion.
Nice.
Curse of Strahd. It's right there.
She shared her recipe book with me.
It's 142 megabytes, so it's a big PDF for those that are going to download it. It's loading up right now
Delicious
on
in
Discord.
dungeons.
So, but what'd you say?
Delicious in dungeons.
Yeah, it's delicious in
Yeah.
dungeons. It totally is delicious in dungeons.
Nice.
Even the art looks like that, like the critters on a stick.
Right? These guys are great.
All right, so that's it. Core Bright is so bright. Core Bright is so bright. Oh, is it bright? It's okay. I think the theme.
Carnine.
Bane's talking about I guess how bright the new core theme is. I'm
Right,
assuming.
there's bright and there's dark.
I don't know.
I
I
think
like
those
this
are
theme.
Pokemon shish kebabs. Pokemon kebabs.
Oh yeah, those things. Yeah, I like the theme, and you gotta update friend zone and constitutional amendments on the forums if you're running something right now. And I didn't have anything break except for the local dice tower.
Right.
That's the only thing
So
I
friend
noticed.
zone is
But we
working.
You
didn't,
haven't tried. You haven't tried shops yet.
and we
They
didn't run,
mentioned that they were making changes to the back end stuff that could affect shops. I haven't tested it.
and we didn't run combat either. So there could be 100 things that broke it for combat. So and we didn't have a
Yeah.
combat night. So, but are we gonna go raid somebody? Is that what we're gonna try to do here? Let's see. Is there somebody to raid? Let's see who. And my lights are like, hey, bitch, it's time to get off the damn stream and shut off automatically. Havoc is streaming. I think we're gonna go raid him. Yeah, he is streaming Tyranny of Dragons, in the Dungeons and Dragons category. How on Fantasy Grounds like. But we're still gonna go raid him. So hey, Friday is is it my turn Friday? Jungles of Cholt or Sarah?
Sorceria.
Oh yeah, we didn't do it
Sorceria.
last week. Sorceria. So Matakiri will be DMing Sorceria. I'll be a player, and then Saturday. Are, is Jingo still doing the one shot? We haven't really talked about
I haven't
it. I think
heard.
it's this weekend, right? That's this Saturday. We're on hiatus from Robin's Dragonlance game for another two week
Till
two
September.
sessions, September something. So Jingo volunteered to do what did we decide on, a Starfinder?
No, it's a
Savage Worlds.
Savage
Worlds
Worlds.
pirate campaign.
Pirate
Pirate,
campaign,
something
yeah,
or
a
other.
one shot. So we'll see if he had time to get it all set up and stuff as we get closer. And I may stream that, maybe we'll see. But next Tuesday is is the next thing. So that's Curse of Strahd again. So that's it. We're gonna go raid. Let me get this going. How do I click the button over here? Start the raid, and we count down for 10 seconds there. So with our 5 viewers, 7 viewers, 8 viewers, yeah, that means there's 3 more people interested in than the players in this channel, which is nice. It's Bane, Gorvidal, and Sabarchi probably. Those 3. But say goodnight to everybody. We're out of here. We're gonna go raid Havoc.
Night,
So stick
everybody.
around, say hello to Havoc, and then you
Night.
guys can go to bed. See you guys.